Good morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Today we are going to start our new chapter in politics, that is judiciary. Okay, last class I asked a question to you, right? Who's the current Chief Justice of India? Who's it?
Sharad
Sharad
Arvind.
Aravind.
Sharad Aravind Bode. So you find the
Yes,
answer.
ma'am.
Okay, he is the current Chief Justice of India. Then what all things you know about judiciary?
Judiciary
Anyone?
punishes people when they fall.
Louder.
And
What all
judiciary
things you know about judiciary?
the
Not from
it
textbook I am
punishes
asking.
people.
It enforces the law.
It enforces the law. Okay.
And the courts are present.
Louder, dear.
The courts are presented.
The courts. Okay. Judiciary means when we are
And the
learning the
courts are
Your voice is breaking.
to everyone, my voice is breaking.
no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Alvin, maybe network issue, dear.
Ma'am, sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
Ma'am, for me too. It's breaking.
Abhiram present.
Okay. Wait, Abhiram. Judiciary include the courts and it enforces the law. Then anything else?
And it punishes people if someone
It
disobeys.
punishes.
People if someone disobeys the law.
Yes, it punishes for the guilty person. So that all included, or that all are coming under judiciary. So you know something about judiciary. The same thing we are going to study in this chapter also about judiciary. What is its role? Then what is the need of an independent judiciary, and also the structure of the court and some of the important things we want to know about the judiciary we are discussing in this chapter. So before going to start the chapter, in the beginning, the first chapter, we studied some key features of the constitution. You remember that? We studied some key features of Indian constitution. And there we studied one of the most important feature, that is separation of power. You remember that term, separation of power?
Yes.
Yes, what does it mean, separation of power?
Yes, ma'am.
Power is separated among different departments.
Yes, that means the power is separated among the different
Separated.
organs of the government, right? Then a question is there, which are the different organs of the government?
Parliament.
Executive.
Executive,
Parliament.
judiciary,
Parliament.
parliament. Instead of parliament, we use the
Legislature.
legislature. Instead of parliament, we are using another term, that is legislature. So the separation of power is there. That is a key feature of our constitution. That is, the power is separated among the different organs of the government: judiciary, legislature, executive, and judiciary. And there also they act as a check and balance. That also we discussed at that time. They are there to act as a check and balance is there. Judiciary is there to safeguard the laws or safeguard the constitution. Judiciary plays an important role. So we can begin the chapter, that is judiciary. Okay, coming to judiciary. When we are analyzing the different organs of the government, it include executive, legislature, and judiciary. Executive include the ministers, the governors, and all the other government servants are coming under executive. Legislature is the general assembly or the lawmaking body of the government. And coming to the judicial system, it includes the courts and the judges, and it makes sure laws are fair. There is these three act as a check and balance. The working of each will be in the order of a check and balance. Then, when we are defining a judiciary, how we will define a judiciary? Simply, we can define judiciary as the courts. Judiciary means it includes the courts which interpret and apply laws. Okay. If anyone asks how to define judiciary, we can make a simple definition for judiciary, that is the court which interpret and apply laws. So if we need a definition to judiciary, how we will define judiciary? It
Courts.
interprets and apply laws. Judiciary interpret and apply law. Or it is a system of court. The judiciary include the system of courts that adjudicates the legal disputes and interprets or defend and applies laws in the legal cases. So better
Can
to
you
know what is judiciary. It's a court that interpret and apply laws. Okay. How to define judiciary? It is a court which interpret and apply the laws. That is judiciary. Then you know that the courts are taking decisions related to so many issues. Even in the current situation also, the court is deciding the decisions. Related to the CBSE itself, CBSE exams last year, the 12th exams and the 10th exams. You remember that case? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
After March 10th, no exams were conducted, right? Yes. CBSE exams are not conducted, so it is postponed. After that, some of the parents or students filed a case in the court, and finally court called the CBSE and asked them what you are planning to do, how you are going to give the marks. It's a latest issue related to your education. Then another case is there related to the fees payment. So if any problem is there, and also related to the beating of a student, nowadays it's a punishable offense, right? You know that? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Who is making these laws?
The judiciary.
The judiciary. The
Judiciary.
judiciary is there to make the laws. Any issues, maybe if any problem between the states. Have you heard about the Mulla Periyar case?
Yes, ma'am.
Between which states?
Ma'am, Tamil Nadu.
Kerala and Tamil
Kerala.
Nadu. Kerala and Tamil Nadu. If there is any disputes between the states, between the citizens within the state, or between the state and the citizen, then one other case is now related to life mission. It's there in the High Court now. Then related to sprinkle. Have you heard about these cases in the lockdown period and all?
Ma'am, only about Mullaperiyar.
Okay. So many cases are there in front of the court, and the court will hear it, and finally it came up with a verdict. Another example, Shabarimala, have you heard about it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
That is a very controversial issue. So all of you heard about it, right? Who made the, then the last one other case is related to Babari Masjid. Final verdict came related to Babari Masjid case. So many cases are there, and who's making laws related to that, or who's interpreting the law, who's making the law, who is give the verdict of the law. Everything is done by the judiciary. Okay. So a judiciary, we can simply define it as a court which interpret and apply the laws. A court which interpret and apply the laws. Then coming to the role of judiciary. Our first important topic is role of judiciary. What is the role of judiciary? Mainly, judiciary have three major role or function. The first one is dispute resolution. The second one is judicial review. And the third one is upholding law and enforcing fundamental rights. These are the three major role of judiciary. Okay, what is the important role of judiciary? The first one is its dispute resolution. Second one, judicial review. It's not judiciary review, it's judicial review and upholding law and enforcing fundamental rights. These are the important role of judiciary. Okay, first you study what is the important role of judiciary. It's coming, which all headings? First is dispute resolution. Second one, judicial review. And the third one, upholding law and enforcing fundamental rights. Then coming to dispute resolution. What do you mean by dispute resolution?
To solve disputes.
Louder. Dispute resolution.
Disputes.
Louder.
And to solve disputes.
To solve the disputes. It's to resolve the disputes. Among whom?
Between the people.
Between the people, between the citizens, then
Between states.
between the states, between citizen and the government, and also between the center and the state government. Okay, so the first listen here, children. Don't write anything now. First listen here. The first important role of judiciary is dispute resolution. Dispute resolution means solving a dispute. Okay, it provides a mechanism for resolving a dispute. Then dispute among whom? Among whom disputes will be there? The dispute may be between the citizens. Among some individuals, disputes will be there. They will approach the court. Or between the citizen and the state will be there. And sometimes the dispute may be between the different states and also between the central government and the state governments. Okay, that's the first important role of judiciary, that is dispute resolution. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Dispute
Yes, ma'am.
resolution means to solve the dispute. Among whom? Between the citizens, between a citizen and the state, and between the states. Between the states, example is Mullaperiyar case. It's between the state. Then Kaveri, have you heard about Kaveri river dispute? Between Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, yes. That is also between the states, sometimes issues will be there. Court is there to solve such type of disputes. Then between the central government and the state government. That's the first important role of judiciary, that is dispute resolution. The term itself have the answer, dispute resolution, solving a dispute. So you think maybe disputes between whom? Between the people living in the country, maybe the people in the state with the government, or between the states and between the central and the state government. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
That is dispute resolution. The judicial system provide a mechanism for resolving disputes. Resolving disputes. Then between whom these disputes? Between
People and state.
citizens. Then
State.
between citizen and
Government.
government. Then between
States.
two states, and also between center and
State government.
state government. Between center and state government. Clear? The first important role of judiciary is dispute resolution. Solving a dispute. Then dispute may among whom? Between the citizens, between the citizen and the government, between the states, and also among the central and the state. Okay. The second one is related to judicial review. Review. Have you heard about review petitions? Have you heard about the term review in cricket and all? Is there any review in cricket, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? I don't know so much about cricket. If anyone know, please answer. Is there any reviews there in cricket?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
When? Or why that review is there?
Make sure that it is out.
Ah, yes. It is mainly for making sure that maybe if he is out or not, sometimes some confusion will be there. So that time, to make sure, they will conduct a review. Same way, a review is there. Judicial review. Judicial review means what? Here also a review. Review. Okay. A review. Judicial review. It means, the judicial review means the review of government decision done by the Supreme Court of India. It's a review of the government decision. It's a review of government decision whether if a law passed by the parliament, if it violates any basic structure of the constitution. The last chapter I told you our constitution is a supreme law. Even though the parliament is making law, our supreme law is constitution. So the judicial review means the judiciary act as the final interpreter of the constitution. The final interpreter of the constitution is judiciary. And the judiciary have the power to strike down the particular laws passed by the parliament if it believes that there is any violation of the basic structure of constitution. Already if a parliament passed a law, but if the court feels that it is against any fundamental principle of the constitution, the court have the power to strike down such type of laws. That is the second important feature, that is judicial review. Judicial review means a review of a government decision. Okay, it's a review of a government decision. It is done by whom? The judicial review is mainly done by Supreme Court. It's the highest court in India. Supreme Court is doing this judicial review. And it is the final interpreter of constitution. Judiciary is the final interpreter of the constitution, and it also have the power to strike down a law. That is important. Okay, always remember it. Judicial review means the court have the power, Supreme Court have the right to strike down a particular law passed by the parliament. The lawmaking body is parliament, but the Supreme Court have the power to strike down a particular law passed by the parliament if it believe that there is a violation of the basic structure of constitution. If any of the a right is violated, or if it is against the fundamental principles of the constitution, the court have the right to strike down a particular law. That is the second important feature, that is judicial review.
Ma'am.
Judicial review.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, if there is, if can we change the basic structure of
It is not easy to change the constitution.
if there
Okay,
is majority?
constitution we can amendment it. The changes that made in the constitution is called as constitutional amendments. That means when the system, you know that our constitution was adopted in 1950. Okay, so now we are living in 2020. So after these much years, 60 years or 65 years or 70 years, so many changes are there in the society. So we want to update the constitution as per the needs. Maybe some laws we want to add, some laws we want to be change from it, move from it. So we want to change the basic structure of the, but that we can do. There are three ways to amend a constitution or to make any changes in the constitution. There are three ways. One is by doing simple majority. The another one is special majority. And the third one is the most difficult one. So if we want to change the basic structure of the constitution, it won't go through that third procedure. Okay, that it need the approval of the two houses, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and also it need the approval of the states also. Out of 28 states, more than 15 states want to support it. More than 50% of the approval is needed with a 3/4 majority. With a 3/4 majority, it needs the approval. So it is not easy to change the basic structure of the constitution. We made some changes that is in the preamble and all, but it need these much procedure. So it is not easy to change the basic structure of the constitution so easily. Okay. So that is a clear, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So that's the second feature, that is judicial review. Judicial review means as a final interpreter of the constitution, the judiciary has the power to strike down the particular law passed by the parliament if it believes that there is a violation of basic structure of constitution. And this is called judicial review. Judicial review. So coming to judicial review, judiciary has the power to strike down a particular law passed by the parliament if it believes that these are a violation of the basic structure of constitution. If it feel that law is against the constitution. If it feel that the law is against the constitution, the court have the right to strike down a particular law. That is judicial review. So first is dispute resolution. The second one is judicial review. Judicial review means the term itself have review. That is judicial review. Okay. Then the third important role is upholding the law and enforcing fundamental rights. We studied our fundamental rights, right? How many fundamental rights we have? Six fundamental rights, right? So if any of your fundamental right is violated, whom you can approach? Court we can approach. That day we discussed about some of the movies example. You remember that? About the writ and all? Habeas corpus? Forgot it. So if any of the fundamental right is violated, we can approach the court. We have two articles related to that. That is the last fundamental right. Which is the last fundamental right? The sixth fundamental right.
If
Anyone remember?
any
Any
of
of
the
the
laws
fundamental rights are violated.
violated, you
can
can
go
approach the court.
Right.
You can approach the court. A particular name is there for that, right?
Ma'am, right to constitutional remedies.
Yes, very good. That is the right to constitutional remedy. As per that right to constitutional remedy, you can approach the Supreme Court by Article 32 and the High Court by Article 226. If any of the fundamental right is violated, we can approach the court. That is also judiciary is there. That is also its important function to check whether any violation is there for the fundamental right of the people. Okay, that's another important one, that is upholding law and enforcing fundamental rights. So upholding a law means to support a law, and enforcing a fundamental right means ensure the observance or obedience of fundamental right. Whether any violation of fundamental right is there, or every citizen of India can approach the Supreme Court or the High Court if they believe that their fundamental rights have been violated. That is the three important role of judiciary. So is it clear, children?
Ma'am, can you show the slide?
The last one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, last one you must write like that. Upholding the law and enforcing fundamental right. Yes, I will show it. Upholding the law means supporting a law, and enforcing the fundamental right means make sure that there is no violation of the fundamental rights of the people. There is no violation in the fundamental rights of the people. Over.
Yes, ma'am.
Any of the fundamental rights violated. Okay, an example is given in the textbook. That is the case of a farmer. Okay, that you saw in page number 55. An example is given there. It's an example of a farmer, that is, who fell from a running train and he injured, but he didn't get proper treatment from any of the hospitals. So hearing this case, the Supreme Court ruled that Article 21, that is the right to life, is violated there, and it directed the government to give him the enough compensation. And also like that, education, nowadays education, you know that right to education is a fundamental right. If any child is denied from that fundamental right, they can approach the court. Any of the fundamental right, you have the freedom to move anywhere in the country. If your fundamental right is violated, you can approach the court. So any of the fundamental rights violated, we can approach the court. And court is there to upholding the law and enforcing the fundamental rights of the citizens. So today, once again, we discussed the topic. We started it with the court. Court means which interpret and apply the laws. And the three major role of the court is, which are the three major role?
Dispute resolution.
Dispute resolution,
Judiciary review.
judicial review,
Upholding law and
enforcing the law and
Fundamental
enforcing the
Enforcing
fundamental rights.
rights.
Then what do you mean by dispute resolution?
Solving.
Solve the dispute
Solving a dispute. Between whom?
between the citizens,
Between citizens,
between states, two states,
between states,
between the center and
Center.
state
between the
government,
central and the states, and between the citizens and the state.
government.
Then what do you mean by judicial review?
Review of government decision.
It means the review of a government decision. Who is the final interpreter of the constitution? Judiciary. Always remember, judiciary is a final interpreter of the constitution. So if the judiciary feel that if any of the law passed by the parliament is against the constitution, or if it violate any of the fundamental right of the constitution, the court have the right or power to strike down a law. That is judicial review. And the last one is upholding and enforcing the fundamental rights. Upholding a law and also enforcing the fundamental rights. Upholding a law means to support a law, and also enforcing the fundamental right means make sure the fundamental rights are the people, there is no violation for the fundamental rights of the people. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
To all of you? Any doubt?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So children, read this portion today itself.
Ma'am,
And
Amin is present.
Amin is present.
He's trying to say, but I think so. He's
Yes.
having network.
Amin is present. Is Amraz is absent, right? Amraz is absent. Amin, I marked present. Okay, children, read this portion today itself, and if any doubt is there, you can ask me in the next class. Okay. Bye all.
Bye.
Bye bye. Hope it's clear to you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.